for that, because that second round pick is going to become so much more valuable, because good job with their attacks, spacing the floor, and knocking down open triples.
So just as the NBA season ended, Summer League is here, and that means more basketball, which even though it's completely meaningless, July and August leave us all desperate for some sports to watch outside of baseball, and the Cavs just played their first 3 games of Summer League against the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Miami Heat, and the same guy that turned heads in Game 1 did the same exact thing in Game 2, and in this video, I kind of want to break down the first 2 games. I'll get to the Heat one in another video because I actually wrote this script out a few days ago. I just haven't been able to record it yet, but the time is now, and the player that I'm talking about is Ncoin Tomlin. So in this video, I want to break down his performances and if I think there is a chance he can make the actual roster. And then Donovan Mitchell recently spoke about how he feels about last season now that he has had a chance to think and reflect on it. So there is a lot to cover in this video, but first off, before I begin, real quick, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, and your support truly means the world. Alright, so Ncoin Tomlin has been a roaring success in the first 2 games so far in Summer League. He scored a game-high 30 points against Indiana and then added another 21 against the Milwaukee Bucks on blistering efficiency. Tomlin through the first 2 games shot a combined 21 of 28 from the field, and he's found no resistance getting to the rim. You can't ask for much more. Tomlin is currently on a 2-way deal with the Cavs, and if he continues to play like this, there's no doubt about it. I think he'll be converted to a standard deal in no time. Tomlin's ball handling skills, despite being a big 6'10 forward, makes him a dynamic scoring threat. His motor was on full display today as he relentlessly put pressure on the defense to protect the rim. Rounding out into a better defender is definitely the next step for him, but cleaning the glass for 13 rebounds, 8 defensive and 5 offensive is one way to become an impactful defensive player, to say the least. And then alongside Jaylon Tyson's double-double, the 2 players are kind of starting to become a formidable duo in this Summer League. They both have showed a lot of athleticism, intelligence, and innate basketball know-how. Tomlin looked notably more adept than his rivals and fellow Cavaliers. Given that Tomlin is already familiar with Summer League like Tyson is, he has been really comfortable through these first few games. Cleveland's second-round pick and Tyrese Proctor also made an impact, scoring 14 points on decent efficiency. The Duke prospect also collected 2 steals in his 28 minutes of action. His debut was not jaw-dropping by any means, but he showed poise and flashed the potential that made the Cavaliers believe him to be the steal of the second round this year. But of all the Cleveland prospects, Tomlin definitely proved the most. He is returning on another 2-way contract, but his performance could quickly make him too good to live in limbo between the G League and NBA. Let's break down his performance a bit. So first off here, we got Omier pushing the ball down the court, and Tyson spaces the floor really well here. I know he has not really shown the ability to consistently knock down shots in an NBA game, but in a setting like this, he has been more than solid. So he draws the attention of both defenders on the wing for a second too long, which is enough time for him to swing it and make the extra pass over to Tomlin for the open look, and that is perfect ball movement and perfect basketball for a Summer League game. Now here we got Craig Porter Jr. setting things up on the left wing. He swings it to Tomlin up top. And this is exactly what I mean when I say his selling point is the dribbling and how he moves for his size, because I don't know how you stop this as a rookie or G Leaguer. He acted like he was going around the screen, then he cut in and had the advantage, so he was able to put it right in through contact with the left for the and one. Finishing like that around the rim is a skill the Cavs could definitely use right now if he could translate it to the actual NBA level, which I know is almost impossible to do. It's so hard because the defenders are just crazy. Now here we got a dump off pass from the wing, and Tomlin turned the corner red hot, and from this point he created 2 great options for himself. One was to pass it in between the defenders with his guy rim running alongside him. He had a 1-second window where that play was possible and probably should have been made, but what he ended up doing was not a big issue either because he did finish the shot. He just took it himself and made that finish look so effortless, like the defense in front of him did not even exist. Now here we have Tyson handling the ball up top, something he should not be doing too much of because he turns the ball over way too much, especially in the actual NBA. But in this case, he makes the great pass to Tomlin in the corner. That's terrible defense. Hand down, man down, you know the drill. Too late of a closeout, so he is able to take his time and pocket the 3. Now moving on to the most recent Bucks game, there's really only one play I wanted to show you, but it was a great one because I just love to see effort, and that was a complete effort play. That's the complete opposite of what we saw in the playoffs from the Cavs, and plays like this is why I want to see him on the roster. In terms of the final stats from the Bucks game, Tomlin had 22 points with 13 rebounds and 4 assists. He also had 2 steals on top of that. Jaylon Tyson had 18 points with 8 rebounds, and Tyrese Proctor had a solid 12 points with 3 3-pointers. So not too bad for a late second rounder who is still getting acclimated to the league and all the stuff that comes with it. Alright, enough of that though. Let's move on to what Donovan Mitchell recently said about what he thinks about last season now that it's all over. This is what he said. When you're in hindsight, it's always like, okay, we've taken a step. You need this to take it to the next level. But to be honest with you, and I think we all feel this way, it was a big letdown for us. Man, we let ourselves down. We let the city down. We let the organization down. We all felt it. Everything lined up for us to do that, and we didn't take care of business. So that's the failure on our part. So now the biggest thing is take it and use it as fuel. And I think that last part is what stands out to me. Take it as fuel. Obviously, losing in the playoffs the way they did was brutal. It was deflating. I was at game 2 where they blew the 7-point lead in 45 seconds. It was unfathomable. It's a game I will bring up and talk about decades from now. It was nuts to watch that in real life. And even though I'm still pissed at how soft the Cavs played, and I still think Jared Allen is not the guy, and I kind of still want him gone in a way, the Cavs did just run into a team that was going on one of the hottest runs, defying all odds, that we've ever seen before in NBA history. Some people were calling it devil magic, and a ton of jokes like that were being made because they were coming back from less than 1% odds multiple different times. We will never see anything like it again, and it does make me personally feel a little bit better that the Pacers did go to and almost won the finals. But still, there's no excuse for how soft the Cavs were. They should have won that series. They played scared and timid. They went away from what they were doing all regular season long. Garland, of course, as always, got hurt again. Evan Mobley was not really as aggressive as I would have liked to see, but that's all over. I can dwell on it and complain as much as I want, but 2026 is a new year, it's a new opportunity, and the East is now wide open for Cleveland. If they don't get it done this year, then it's over, and it's officially time to blow things up. Halliburton is done, Tatum is done, Giannis might move on from the Bucks. The East is in shambles right now, and it's honestly great for the Cavs. But as I've said a million times since the end of the playoffs, in 2026, I could care less how many regular season wins the Cavs have. It's meaningless. They have to show up to the playoffs ready to dominate no matter what, and there is nothing else to it. They could win 75 games. I'm not going to be sold on anything until they show up and play mean, because soft basketball just doesn't win with how the playoffs are run. It's a brand new sport and playing field from the regular season. But yeah, that's my rant for the day. Overall, really solid performances from the young guys in Summer League. We will see how everything unfolds from that over the next few months or so. Let me know in the comments below what young player you would like to see make the actual roster, if any. And thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video. And if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also let me know what you would like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.